Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Morris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rivers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep right. Runs through the tackle. Trucks through the defender. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rivers. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, to give, looking for room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. To a drive there of 84 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quarterback adapted. Oh, he's got a chance. Quarterback gets the first down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They've gotten this thing up and running fast. Back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's in goal. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's open on the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Lost to throw again. Good completion on the out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They go to the ground. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the edge on the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He rifles one deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball, when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think you need to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They'll run it from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. First drive of the second half always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air. And they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 27 over Texas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fullback's got it. Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
To the ground with the back. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the catch. It's Morris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
At the 36. 1st down for the offense.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finds his man. It's Cochran. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quick handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He shanked it. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35. line, and what great field position to start. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Hey, 3rd down and short. You know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.